Hi, friends. How are you doing today? All right, before we start, could you sing our Hello Friend song with me? Now, if you were in enrichment with Mrs. Hilsher, we sang this every single day. So if you weren't in enrichment, then you can learn it now. It's really simple. It goes like this. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, friends. Now, we knew it in a couple other languages. Would you sing that with me and see if you remember? Sing it in Spanish. Hola, amigos. Hola, amigos. Hola, amigos. It's time to say hola. Hola, amigos. My friends, do you remember that we learned it in French? Can you do that one with me? Bonjour, ami. Bonjour, ami. Bonjour, ami. It's time to say bonjour. Bonjour, ami. All right. Mrs. Choi taught us how to do it in Korean. Would you sing that one with me? 안녕 친구야. 안녕 친구야. 안녕 친구야. It's time to say 안녕. 안녕 친구야. That was for Mrs. Choi. All right, there was kind of a silly way we would sing it, and that was in sign language. Do you remember how we did that? All right, do it with me, boys and girls. It's time to say, great job. My friends, would you review our shapes with us today? That's what we're going to do. See if you can guess what shapes, or if you can say the names of these shapes that I'm going to show you. All right, my friends, what shape is this? It has no sides to it. Did you say a circle? You got it. Great job. The next shape, boys and girls, is you're right, a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides and 3 points to it. Boys and girls, this is a sign that we see. It's called a yield sign. Now, it's an upside down triangle. It tells our grown-ups to slow down and to watch for other cars. All right, my friends, what shape is this? Right, again, this is a square. And a square has how many sides? You got it. A square has 4 sides. Boys and girls, the next shape looks a lot like a square, doesn't it? Except it's a little different. It has 4 sides too, but 2 of the sides are longer than the other sides. These sides are longer than the top and the bottom. We call this a rectangle. Good job, friends. All right, this next shape, maybe you've never heard the name of this. Boys and girls, do you know what this is? It's called a trapezoid. You can hear the word trap. Would you say that again with me? Trapezoid. Boys and girls, a trapezoid also has 4 sides. But you'll notice on a trapezoid, one side is longer than the other side. We see trapezoids every day in our life. Maybe you just never have noticed, or you didn't know what it was called, the name of it. This is something that you might get some takeout food in. It's a little box and it's a trapezoid. You see how the top is longer? This is a little change purse. Isn't that cute? The bottom is longer than the top. That's called a trapezoid. Good work, boys and girls. The next one is maybe one you're not familiar with either. This is called a hexagon. And boys and girls, a hexagon has 6 sides to it. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we see a picture of a little, that's called a nut. Your grown-ups might use that when they put something together. You take and you screw a screw into it, and that nut holds it nice and tight. Boys and girls, this is a little gem. Little, like a little gem that you might see in a crown that a queen would wear. All right, friends, what is the next shape? Did you say star? You are right. How many points does a star have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A star has 5 points. Great job. And then our last, or not our last one, we've got 2 more. Our next one, what is that shape? You got it. It's a heart. We see these a lot of times around Valentine's Day. Did you hear that word Valentine? What letter does that start with? V. You're right, our letter of the week. Valentine. So a lot of times we see this shape around Valentine's in the month of February. And boys and girls, this next shape looks a lot like this shape, doesn't it? But the difference is that we said a hexagon has how many sides? You remembered it has 6 sides. An octagon has 8 sides. Count them with me, will you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good counting, boys and girls. Now, octagons we see a lot when we're riding in the car with our parents. This is a stop sign. And what does a stop sign tell our grown-ups to do when they're driving? To stop. All right, friends, now this is the fun part. I have some things that I gathered around in my house, and I want you to try to help me decide what shape they are. All right, boys and girls, this is a clock. Now, what we're looking at is just this part of the clock. What shape is that? Did you say square? You are correct. It's a square. Great job, my friends. All right, the next shape, my friends. It's in this sign. Do you see this sign? It was hanging on my daughter Ellie's wall. I borrowed it from her. Boys and girls, but in this sign, it says choose joy. Those words say choose joy. But there are a couple little shapes. Do you see those? In the letters. What shape is that? Boys and girls, did you say heart? If you said heart, you are right. All right, this next one's kind of a funny one. It's a snap cracker. What shape is that snap cracker? You're right. It is a triangle. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are sailing through these. This next shape is something that you could eat dinner off of. And what shape is this? This is a circle. Good work. Good thinking. All right, the next shape. Boys and girls, what shape is this? 2 long sides, 2 shorter sides. What shape? Think about it. It's a rectangle. Now, boys and girls, the rectangles in this picture are going up and down. If we turn it like this, it looks more like the rectangle that way. It is a rectangle. All right, boys and girls, the next one is kind of small. So Mrs. Hilsher will hold it up to the camera. Do you see what that is? Those are those nuts that I was telling you about. They're called nuts. Not like a peanut or that you eat, but it's a nut that is used to hold a screw tight. Do you see that? Do you see the way it's the shape of this, of a hexagon? Good work. All right, the next one's a little bit bigger. My friends, the next one is a basket that Mrs. Hilsher has in our house. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the sides of this basket right here. The sides just like that. Do you see the way the top of this basket is longer than the bottom of the basket? Do you remember what shape we said has a top or a bottom that's longer? Do you remember? It's a new one. Are you thinking trapezoid? Boys and girls, if you're thinking trapezoid, you can give yourself a big pat on the back. That was great. And our last one, my friends, this one's kind of silly. I had to go to my jewelry drawer. This is an earring. Mrs. Hilsher would wear it right here in her ear. I wear those a lot of times on the 4th of July. You can see they look like an American flag. What shape is that? You got it, boys and girls. You're so smart. It's a star. Great job. All right, my friends, my last shape, I looked and looked in my house and I couldn't see one. So, boys and girls, I'm looking out my window now. You can't see where I'm looking, but right outside Mrs. Hilsher's window is a stop sign, because right outside my window is the end of my street. I live right by the end, and there's a stop sign there telling all cars to stop before they pull out of the street. All right, boys and girls, thank you for going over shapes with me today. And thank you for identifying the different shapes that I had, like the clock and the snack cracker and the Rice Krispie treat, identifying it and its shapes today. You did a great job. Maybe you want to go around your house and look for different shapes. Boys and girls, look, I'm looking at that wreath right behind me, that red wreath. What shape is it in? You're right, you got it. It's in a circle. And you can find shapes all over your house. That's just great practice for you. All right, my friends, I hope you have a super great day. And know that Mrs. Hilsher is thinking about you today and that I love you very much. Bye-bye, boys and girls.